This is the WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. Law enforcement officials are warning parents about a recent trend of drug cartels disguising the deadly drug fentanyl as candy, such as Nerds and Skittles. The powerful synthetic opioid is also being used to counterfeit pills, which drug dealers then market as prescription medications such as oxycodone, Xanax, and Percocet. The fake pills are impossible to tell from real ones. The colored pills are known as rainbow fentanyl and come in a variety of bright colors similar to candy. Drug traffickers utilize social media to gain access to adolescents and teens. Drug traffickers mix fentanyl into the other drugs because it is cheap to manufacture. This practice leads to individuals ingesting fentanyl without knowing it, which can lead to overdose or death. Drug Enforcement Administration officials say 4 out of every 10 fake pills laced with fentanyl contain a deadly amount. In the last few months, law enforcement officials have found a huge number of fentanyl pills disguised as prescription drugs. Fentanyl is 50 times more potent than heroin and 100 times more potent than morphine. As little as 2 milligrams, an amount equal to about 10 to 15 grains of salt, is considered a lethal dose. Last month, the Drug Enforcement Agency seized brightly colored fentanyl in 18 states. Some of it was contained in Nerds and Skittles packaging, and some was in block form, resembling sidewalk chalk. Fake prescription pills are sold on social media and e-commerce platforms, meaning that they are accessible to anyone with a smartphone, including minors. The rate of deaths in the United States from synthetic opioids has reached crisis proportions. The CDC said over the 12-month period ending in January 2022, 107,375 Americans died of drug overdose, with 67% related to synthetic opioids such as fentanyl. The drug is often mixed with other illegal drugs such as cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin, as users are often unaware that they are ingesting fentanyl. For more information on how to talk to your loved ones about drugs, please visit DEA.org. Yesterday was the first day of in-person early voting in Indiana for the 2020 general election. Until Monday, November 7th, Hoosiers can vote early in person before the general election day. All registered Indiana voters are eligible to vote early in person. Voters who need to cast their ballot by mail may request an absentee ballot online at www.indianavoters.com or from their county clerk's office. Requests for an absentee ballot by mail must be delivered by Thursday, October 27th. More than half of Indiana counties now offer vote centers, which allows voters to cast a ballot at any polling location in their county. Hoosier voters can go to www.indianavoters.com to view a sample ballot and check their voting locations and hours for early voting. A valid photo ID is required to vote early and in person. 18 WJTS will air the 2020 Jasper Chamber of Commerce annual meeting featuring Gary Dick from Indiana Business Report. The event will air on 18 WJTS tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and again on Sunday, October 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Vincennes University Jasper is hosting a free Halloween Spooktacular on Thursday, October 27th from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The event is open to the public. Children will enjoy trick-or-treating through the buildings on the VU Jasper campus at 850 College Avenue. There will be snacks and treats at each stop. Free hot dogs and refreshments will be provided. The first stop is Ruxer's Bistro in the Ruxer Student Center. Parking is available in the Ruxer's lot. For more information, contact the VU Jasper Admissions Office at 812-481-5929. Due to fall cleanup days, the Limb Yard in Huntingburg will be closed on Saturday, October 15th, beginning at 4 p.m. and will be closed through Sunday, October 16th, 2022. The Limb Yard will reopen on Monday, October 17th at 7 a.m. For more information, please contact Rachel Steckler, Director of Community Development at 683-2211 or by email at rsteckler@huntingburgindiana.gov, huntingburgin.gov. The Indiana Department of Transportation announces daily lane restrictions for State Road 56 near Ireland. Beginning on or around Tuesday, October 18th, lane restrictions will begin on State Road 56 between West 300 North and Walnut Street. Alternating lane restrictions will allow for crews to perform saw cutting, deep patching, and spot wedging operations. During restrictions, traffic flow will be controlled by a flagger. A 12-foot width limit will be in effect for traffic traveling through the work zone. Traffic restrictions will occur between 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Work is expected to last through the end of November, depending on the weather. Dubois County will host a fall break mini 4-H camp. Youth in grades K through 2 can join through Dubois County 4-H Tuesday, October 18th at the Clover Pavilion on the Dubois County 4-H Fairgrounds. Fall back in time with dinosaurs with crafts and activities. Sign up on the 4-H Online V2 hotline by Monday, October 17th at 4 p.m. Enroll as a mini 4-H member free and then sign up for the event. Questions? Call 812-482-1782. The Memorial Hospital Auxiliary recently presented a check to Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center in the amount of $83,717.12, bringing their total contributions to Memorial Hospital to nearly $1.7 million since 1989. 15 separate departments will benefit from this year's auxiliary contribution. The auxiliary, which consists of over 500 men and women dedicated to the health of fellow community members, fundraise for hospital efforts. This year's donated funds were raised by sales at the hospital's 800 gift shop, as well as membership dues. In addition to the auxiliary hosts a quilt raffle annually to award a $1,000 grant to a Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center volunteer pursuing a post-secondary degree. 2020 auxiliary board members are Dana Hoffman as the president, Renee Kleski as vice president, Joyce Beck as the treasurer, Judy Meringer as the secretary, senior Renee Cunningham, Angie Anderson, Clara May Eckerly, Clara Fromey, Marty Harrell, Brenda Herm, Leanne Yoakum, Barb Kendall, and Rashi, Jane Schaefer, Marcia Sternberg, and Lana Wessel. If you are interested in becoming involved with the Memorial Hospital Auxiliary or becoming a volunteer, please contact Angie Anderson at 812-996-0504 or email anders@mhhcc.org. Annual dues for auxiliary memberships are only $5, and it's an easy way to support healthcare in your community. Medic First Aid Refresher with AED is a basic training course in emergency care designed in use for the business and industrial setting. The refresher course reviews the primary and secondary essential skills of patient care that students learned in the initial training. These skills allow the graduates to function with one consistent set of priorities in medical emergency. The Medic First Aid Refresher with AED class will be offered on Monday, October 24th, 2022 from 8 to 11 a.m. in the Health and Wellness classroom at Memorial Southside Office, 11,000 West 12th Avenue in Jasper. The cost for the class is $50 and class size will be limited. Pre-registration is required by visiting Memorial Hospital's website at www.mhhcc.org and clicking on Classes and Events, or by calling the Health and Wellness Department at 812-996-2399, option 1, or toll free at 800-852-7279, extension 2399. Please bring your current certification card to this course. A Medic First Aid Bloodborne Pathogens class can be added to this course to provide participants with the knowledge to reduce or eliminate the occupational risk of bloodborne pathogens. Cost for this additional class is $20 per person. To register for this edition, please call 812-996-2399, option 1. Stay tuned for WJTS News. We will be right back with a check of the weather, and Kurt Guxa will have a look at sports.